Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, we got another range test for you. Today we're going to be taking this very cool Sig Sauer P320 chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson to the range. Now this has the compact medium frame, so it's not the full size frame, but it does fit the hand really well. What we're going to do is just shoot from 4 or 5 different distances just to show you what kind of basic out of the box accuracy that you're able to pull off with this pistol. And then we're also going to go ahead and shoot a little bit of steel targets, just kind of play around with it a little bit and just see how it feels and how well it functions. Now this pistol is supplied to me from Stan, the owner of SS Pawn in Lexington, Nebraska. SS Pawn's been a long-time supporter of the channel, so you see the contact information there on the screen. Go ahead and give SS Pawn a call. They will take care of all of your firearms needs. And another thing you should know about this pistol is it does not have the new drop trigger replacement recall from Sig installed yet. It still has the original stock trigger on it. I've been told that the gun shoots wonderfully once you do get it back from Sig, that it's a lighter trigger. It just runs much better than the stock configuration. So it'll be interesting to see how this feels, and then maybe if this one gets sent in for repair, we can take it out to the range and see what the difference feels like and see if it shoots any more accurate or any less accurate. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's hit the range. Alright guys, so to start off with some basic accuracy, we're going to keep it at what I would consider just a practical self-defense distance. We're just going to go 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, and then 20 yards. Okay, but before we do that, I just want to see if the gun has a tendency to do anything unusual or if my shooting is off in any kind of way before we actually do some accuracy testing. So we're just going to do a basic 5-yard test, 5 rounds, and then come back and take a look at the target, and then we'll move over to the steel targets. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and do 5 yards, 5 rounds with gloves on this time to see if it makes any difference and see if I can operate the gun properly. Alright, let's go ahead and see how we did. Again, the light trigger just catches me off guard on this. This happened the first time I shot it too when I came out here. So we got 5 rounds. I was aiming pretty much as dead center as I could. Low and to the left. We've still got a nice tight group. I might aim a little bit high. Maybe aim up towards the higher end and we'll see if it makes any kind of a difference. And then with gloves on, it did pull it more to the left, but I was also aiming lower this time, but still a nice tight group. Gun operates just fine with gloves, no problems there. All right, let's go ahead and do the accuracy testing. 5, 10, 15, and 20 yards. We're gonna do just groups of 3. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go back another 5.
Oh, you're fine. Right. That's fine. Just pretend I'm not here.
Oh, it's all good. Okay, so as we saw in the preliminary shooting, I had a tendency to pull left a little bit, and it was not different here. I was still aiming off to the right. We still have a nice tight group. We're still looking at about 1.5 inches, not too bad. That's 5 yards, 10 yards, starts to spread out a little bit. Okay, we still have a decent group, still okay enough. I might need to make an adjustment on the rear side, but that looks pretty good. 15 yards, we've got 3. I don't know if these are my 3 shots right here, I'm guessing. So as I move back out to 45 feet, the pulling was amplified, okay? And then as we go over to 20 yards. Yeah, air ball, right? Nothing. So I've got 1, 2, and I'm gonna guess, I don't know, looks like I lost my third shot. So anyway, yeah, so there you go. So that just shows you what I can do out of the box with very little practice. All right, okay, let's go ahead and move on over to the irons. Well, that's one way to do it. All right, take 2. Well guys, Stan from SS Pond just happened to show up today, and we got some bonus footage for those of you that have been sticking around long enough on the Ruger P320 footage. We got a Glock, what was this one again? A Glock 34 Gen 4. It's got a Leopold sight up on the top. We've got the Walther Q5 Match Edition with the Trichicon dot sight on the top, and we're just going to take a few shots at some of the steel targets and see if I can actually hit anything. All right, so here we go. And we're out. All right, Glock 34 with the Leopold sight on it. Very nice, very nice. Final 10 rounds, here we go. All right, so there we go. That is my last 10 rounds or 12 rounds. Much more improved from where I was before. That was only shooting at about, maybe 7 yards or so, but definitely improved, much more confident with the gun. And that's what happens when you take your firearm out and you practice with it enough. You start to gain confidence and your accuracy increases just a little bit, and you just get more proficient with it. And so that's why you should keep on practicing. All right, let's have a few final words about the P320 and we'll call it good. All right, guys, well, the sun is setting out here on the Nebraska plains, and we're just south of Lexington at the Rob Jeffrey firing range. We had a great day today. We put quite a few rounds through the Sig Sauer P320 chambered in 40 Smith. By the time I was done practicing with it, much more confident, much more comfortable with it. Trigger's fine, although this one's going to get sent in for that trigger repair. And accuracy was actually pretty good. So, you know, she shot like a champ. We had no problems, no malfunctions firing that Federal brass ammo. I want to thank Stan for coming out to the range today. He brought out a couple of his toys, and I threw that bonus footage in there for you, although I didn't shoot it the best I probably could have. That's the first time I've ever fired those guns with the red dots on them and the optics and so on. Also the first time I ever fired that Walther. So yeah, that was actually a pretty cool experience. I really like that. It really makes it easy. You almost feel kind of lazy as a shooter, which is what you need for competition, so you can focus on the target and not trying to line up your sights and so on. So Stan, thanks for bringing those out. SS Pawn, thank you for loaning me your Sig Sauer P320 from your private collection. Awesome stuff. Guys, we got more videos coming your way. I hope you enjoyed the little shooting that we did for you here. And guys, you can check me out over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on gunchannels.com with my Saturday morning podcast called Caliber Corner, so check that out. It's also on YouTube, 8 a.m. Central Time. And you can support the channel on Patreon with www.patreon.com/TravisP11. So guys, we had a great day today. I want you all to have a great weekend. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. We'll bring you a lot more gun footage, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.